kindergarten. Our journal today, if you remember, our words we read were will you go? Will you go? And we are going to write a sentence with those words together today, all right? Will you go? Let me see if I can think of the sentence I want to say. I want to say, will you go to bed soon? Will you go to bed soon? So, I'm going to write will, W-I-L-L, but it's the first word of the sentence, so I have to make the W uppercase. Will you go to bed soon? Ooh, two letters that say ooh. We learned about this, double O. And now this one is different because usually we put a period here, but this says, will you go to bed soon? That's asking someone a question, right? So if you're asking a question, you actually end the sentence with this guy called a question mark. He kind of loops around and has a dot on the bottom. All right, will you go to bed soon? All right, and then I'm going to make my drawing down here. Remember, as you're spelling, just spell the best that you can, but write your own story, okay? I'm going to draw a comfy bed to be the illustration for this picture, or for this story. There is my big comfy bed. And then I'm going to color it. Let's see, what color should I use? I do like blue. So I'll use a blue for the blanket. Now remember, you make your picture and your story whatever comes into your mind, okay? It doesn't have to be just like mine. In fact, it's better if it's not just like mine. The world needs many, many kinds of stories. All right. There we go. And now my story is done. Great job today, kindergarten. Hello, kindergarten. Let's do our Friday work today. Let's start with our message. Ready? Dear class, today is Friday, April 17, 2020. It is day 154 of school. We will learn at home today. Love, Miss Andrea. Great job. Let's look up here. This is called the clock, and it tells you the time. And this is the minute hand and the hour hand. And you read which one first? Hour hand. Good job. Let's change this up a bit. All right. So we got to read the hour hand first. And it's pointing to what number? 10. Good job. So let's write the hour. It is 10. And then after the hour, we put 2 dots. And then let's look up here at the minutes. Okay? Right there I see a 10. So I'm going to count on from there. 10, 11, there it is, 12. So the time is 10:12. Great job, kindergarten. You guys, I bet, are getting super good with your clock telling time on it. Let's move over to the calendar. All right, kindergarten. What's our month? April. What's the year? 2020. What is the number day? It comes after 16. It's 17. And we write it 1 and a 7. And if we go straight up, the day is Friday. Great job. So the whole date altogether is Friday, April 17, 2020. Kiss your brain. All right, let's look at your pattern. We have A, B, C, A, B, C, and today is A. And A's are blue parallelogram. Awesome. There we go. All right, and let's look at your popcorn words for today. We have this word, B-Y. B-Y spells bye. Good job. Ready? Spell it with me. Ready? B-Y spells bye. B-Y spells bye. B-Y spells bye. Great job. And this other word we have, W-A-S. What does that spell? Was. Good job. Spell it with me. W-A-S was. W-A-S was. W-A-S was. Super. And let's take a peek at what your phrase is that we will be journaling with today. We have, will you go? Will you go? Be thinking in your brain, what is your journal sentence going to be today? All right. Over here with our money, 2 coins that are the same. They are both the biggest coin we have. They are a quarter. Good job. Let's figure out how much these are. The first one, we know a quarter is worth 25 cents. So let's do that. And this one is worth 25 cents. Does anyone remember what 25 cents plus 25 cents, what's 2 quarters? Let's see if you're right. All right, and if you don't know it, follow along. We're going to work it out together. So we have to add 25 more cents. We're going to count by 5s till we say 25, okay? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 cents plus 25 cents is 50 cents. That's how much money we have with 2 quarters. So we're going to write 50 with a cent sign or the dollar sign and say no dollars, but I do have 50 cents. Awesome. Let's put that away and talk about how many more school days until you are a first grader. How many days did you have yesterday? 27. Okay. Then are we going to add or subtract 1? We're going to subtract. 27 minus 1 is 26. Very good. And down here, let's do our place values, okay, to figure out how many days of school. We have 1s, 10s, and 100s. And today we will add 1 more to the 1s. This used to be a 3. Now we'll have 4. And let's count to see how many days of school we've had. We have 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154. You have been in school for 154 days. Great job today, kindergarten. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's go to let's go to journal time. Hey, kindergarten, let's take a look at our book today. The title, which is the name of the book, is Zoo Looking. And this person was the author who writes the words and the illustrator who draws the pictures. And that person is Mem Fox. Mem Fox. And this is the front cover and the back cover and the spine that holds the pages. One day, Flora went to the zoo. She looked at the giraffe, and the giraffe looked back. She looked at the panther with his coat of oily black. She looked at the tiger, and the tiger looked back. She looked at the snake as it slithered through a crack. She looked at the penguin, and the penguin looked back. Oops, skipped a page. There we go. She looked at the monkey, at its baby, as its baby got a smack. Uh-oh. Must not be behaving. She looked at the ostrich, and the ostrich looked back. She looked at the zebra, whose tail went whack. She looked at the koala, and the koala looked back. She looked at the bear as he gobbled up a snack. She looked at the gorilla, and the gorilla looked back. She looked at the camel with a hump upon its back. She looked at the elephant next to the yak. A yak is like a big furry animal. He's got horns on his head. She looked at her dad, and he smiled back. That was a great day at the zoo for Flora and her dad. All right, let's do our Bible story for the day. Move our marker for tomorrow. Well, Monday, actually. All right, this is called earthquake. We know what an earthquake is, right? It's when the ground shakes. Okay. Some people did not like what Jesus' messengers were saying, and they locked up Paul and Silas in jail. They said, you can't tell people about Jesus, and they locked them in jail. It was not good. The messengers did not worry, but instead they prayed. Then they sang loud praise songs to God. Suddenly the earth shook, and their chains fell off. God had sent an earthquake to free Paul and Silas from jail. The jailer was amazed. God has heard your prayers, he exclaimed. Please tell me how I can be saved just like you. At the jailer's house, Paul told him and his family all about Jesus, and everyone decided to follow him and be friends with Jesus. And this was the earthquake at the jail. Jesus was taking care of Paul and Silas, even in that scary time, right? Which goes with our verse. This is the last day for this verse, okay? Say it with me. Psalm 56:3. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. One more time, okay? Psalm 56:3. When I am afraid, I will trust in you. Super job today, kindergarten.